The new moon in Leo on the 24th of July is going to bring up some things that are rather deep for you. Since the moon in Leo, or Leo itself, is connected with creative impulses, connected with the heart and expression, it's connected with the spine and strength. It is connected with knowing and things that are deeper in the subconscious. When the moon comes up, even in the tarot card, the moon, let me explain something about this. We have the lobster at the bottom. So the lobster, what it does is it hides in its shell. It eats things that are on the bottom of the water. It connects with transitory energy. So when there's something that is fearful or something that might expose the lobster, it can retreat. Same with the moon. The moon brings up things within that can cause you to retreat. It can cause you to back out of situations as well. The dogs are warning the moon that they need to be careful of the sun. The moon needs to be careful of the sun because the sun brings in the masculine, the change, it brings in power, and the moon is focused intently on exposing what is hidden. It goes through its phases, and that is why it's connected with lobster or the crab. The crab recedes into its shell just like a snail does when there is danger about, and this is asking you to move forward. So dogs bring the warning. The towers here suggest that there is something of greater strength that is trying to occur, and something that is also connected in with your subconscious, which is why it keeps the moon in the center. The mountains in the background are connected with the shamans and their journeys. In other words, going into the subconscious mind and journeying in those spaces. It also connects with mountains as a place of resistance for some. In other words, when you see the mountain card that comes up perhaps in Lenormand readings, it talks about obstacles, things that you need to go around rather than going over. So the moon in itself is connected with lunar activities of emotion, connected with feminine vibrations, as the sun is connected with masculine vibrations. It is connected with subconscious issues that you are hiding, and with the new moon, it's asking you to dive deeper into those emotions and bring them up to the surface. As we look at the energy of Leo and also a retrograding Pluto in Aquarius, which brings up and dives deep and actually mines in energetic sense, we have to be honest with ourselves as we are going forward. Part of the reasons why I no longer look at tarot cards anymore, because I don't need those to reveal to you anything that I'm receiving. And we have to stop depending on cards per se, especially tarot, because there are much, much, much deeper things going on here, much older ways of doing things. And we're bringing things back to the front. A perfect time for this Leo new moon is to allow you to express things that are in the back of your mind, things that you may not normally say. For example, 35 years of experience as a spiritual guide, teacher, mentor, shamanic healer. I've taught these things. I've got courses available so cheap, some free, memberships that are available. Give and give and give and give and give to this world. And now, as I follow my own truth and lift into flame sovereignty, many are scattering. Many are not certain what this means, but I can tell you that as we move into the future, we will no longer be able to rely on validations from our normal spiritual tools, and will truly have to step into the truth of who we are. There is going to be a lot of energy surrounding the opening of the Lion's Gate this year, and on the 26th of July on Saturday. I'm holding a free Zoom if you would like to have a connection with this in the proper way, a transmission, something for you to awaken the original blueprint within you. Then I'm inviting people, and you'll be able to see how to register for this in the description if you're watching on TikTok, in the comments if you're watching on other platforms as well. I highly recommend that if you want your life to change and your abilities to soar, that you be there. Only the right people will be there, of course. I will also be holding another one on the 7th of August, right before the midpoint of the Lions Gate portal. Now, this energy that is surrounding us is also focused with a collapse. Now, what does collapse mean? The old method or terminology in spirituality is clearing. Now what we do is we collapse, we ignite, we move on to and connect with the timeline that we really want. Now this doesn't mean that we sit in confusion like we always have. It's that we just make this decision that we're already aligned with that which we are wanting. Right? We're already capable, we already have it, and we start seeing signs that that's the case. The new moon is a time for new beginnings. It doesn't matter whether you are an astrologer or you look at Vedic astrology, whatever it is. The energy that is focused right now is on new beginnings, of changes, of losses, saying goodbye to certain aspects of yourself and stepping into, as it depicts here, stepping into the unknown. Now, the vibration also of the moon is phases, and remembering that things are just a phase. As quickly as one part of your life begins, another one can close off. I will be doing some messages and transmissions that are connected with the Astro star codes as well, and I'll do that in a minute. Not that we need this, but it is going to back up what I'm saying here. The energy of the old is very rapidly fading. The energy of the ancient is coming forward again. And many of you are going to start to realize that some of the people that you have been looking at in the spiritual field for a long time are not who you thought that they were, and that will all start to become more and more public as time goes on. For now, we focus on our flame sovereignty, our strength, who we really are, and we dive deep into our feelings and emotions to discover parts of ourselves that we thought were lost, and instead were just encoded. As you listen, things start to open. It's how this happens. Memory is unlocked. Okay, information that was once hidden now comes to the surface. I hope that you will really, really sit back and think about the things that you are looking to create, learn, and do in this life, and understand that there's nothing that you can't do, be, or have. It really just takes that vision of success and acceptance of nothing less than that. Determination is key. I will see you in the next message. Bye for now.